Hey listeners, Ginger here, and just wanted to drop a quick reminder that we have a wonderful merch store powered by Slaker Merch. If you go to slakermerch.com/collections/GingerTalks, you can find our wonderful merch. Whether you want stickers, a comfortable plush hoodie, or just a nice t-shirt, maybe it says a little golden tat on there. Make sure you go check out the merch store. Thank you so much for all of your unending support, and we appreciate you. Now go get your merch, confuse your friends, and enjoy the episode.
Welcome to the GingerTalks podcast with GingerSnap67 and Druid Knowledge. And now, here's Ginger.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the GingerTalks podcast. A special episode of the GingerTalks podcast. Not so special that, you know, it's special, but I'm still joined by Druid. Druid, save me, please. I'm floundering. I'm out of practice. Fucking kill me.
Right. I'm going to say, first of all, it's special, but I'm still joined with Druid. Hard to not take that one slightly personally.
I know. I started to say it, and I was like, I'm fucking, nope. I hate everything about me. Yeah. This moment sucks.
Yeah. I was just like, waiting. That was the sound of all our listeners turning off as soon, like, you know what I mean? The day, I'm not here. I'm not here. I may as well not be here.
Hate everything that I just did. I hate it. You know that.
We got a few topics to talk about today.
Yeah.
One of those things is discipline. Now, here's where, it's like branching paths. When you get to the end of a season, by the way, this is a season finale. Well, kind of. It's like the post-credit sequence.
Yeah.
It's a time for reflection. You get to the end of a chunk of time. And what a chunk of time it's been. But we look at the podcast and we decide, are we going to start making changes? What went well, what went wrong? And one thing that we talked about, we producer Tim, hallelujah.
Yes.
Is that discipline. So here we are at that first fork in the road, the episode intro that you're not happy with. And that fork in the road is, hey, player, would you like to carry on down this valley? Would you like to see... Would you like to carry on and see how far this shit show goes?
Right.
Or you want to change tact? You're a disciplinarian now.
Right.
It'll be like, we script it. Hello and welcome to the GingerTalks podcast, sponsored by Reese's.
Fucking baggy hoodie, Jesus, I can't read. I'm losing my shit today. Fucking cue cards and, dude, I'm a catastrophe. I go away for 5 days and I lose everything. What the fuck?
This is so funny because I feel out of the two of us, it's like you're the composed one. And, we're hearing the fucking washer dryer going off in the background.
Oh, my God, dude.
And did you just put on The Mask from the film The Mask?
No, I hit record, and then the lawn care people decided to run every loud piece of machinery outside of my window.
It's sponsored by Lawn Care.
It's like I finally just woke up after sleeping for 6 days.
Yeah, I get that. And, this wouldn't have happened if we were recording in the 1970s because nobody trimmed their lawns back then,
Nah, man. Nah.
Nah, don't say that again.
Okay, I'm just...
Yeah.
Speaking of discipline.
Yeah. Yo, I went into this, by the way, so, with my game face on. Everything's been fucking uprooted around me. I'm trying so hard. There's not a box wine next to me right now. Okay. How could you?
Listen, I don't know what happened. Okay.
Okay. Hi, welcome to this is a very special episode
Yes, it is.
of the Ginger Talks podcast. A recap of the
Yes.
season we just had, and running in the tea leaves, doing a bit of fortune telling to see what's going to come.
Mm-hmm.
And just naval. This is, and I'm coining the episode title now: the art of navel gazing.
The art of navel gazing.
Just sitting there looking into the lint.
Oh my god.
Behind the lint with Ginger and Druid. Yeah, I think it's got a good ring to it.
It does. My brain immediately goes to repairing dryers. So.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, you're all about dryers today. So
apparently. Well, I need help. Apparently.
Oh, it's okay. You got this. You got this. So you've been traveling.
Yes.
Shit's. With this again. This is a feature of the season. Now. People will see that, shit's been sporadic, a little crazy,
Yeah.
It feels like this season didn't feel like we recorded as much, but it took longer for everything to come out.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm going to come out of the park and, there's a whole bunch of you've been traveling. Life's changed a lot for me. Things have been moving around. I've now been in this house for 6 months.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and we started recording a month before.
Yeah.
So this is our first pledge. Essentially, this is what I'm going to get to because this is business, Druid. And so the plan going forward is, because we saw so many of you stayed and kept listening, and we got some new people listening as well. So that, the plan is to deliver something a little bit more consistently when we come back.
Yeah.
Hit that release schedule. We got producer Tim helping us. I mean, we're going to be doing this shit as close to week by week as we can.
Yeah. The plan is to be more consistent and make sure that we're providing you with things that you actually want to hear and listen and chat about. But we also want to make sure the consistency is there, because the number of times that I've been asked, hey, when's the new pod episode coming out? And it's literally me, the problem for not getting things uploaded.
Yeah. Well, more often than not. Nobody asked me when the new pod is out. So thanks, I guess.
Yeah. It's one of those things where we want to make sure we're delivering better. And producer Tim, being producer Tim, I adore you and I appreciate you for the assists with all of this and the hey, why don't we try this idea and do this thing? It's like herding cats.
He's a producer in the true sense of the word.
Yes.
Yes. So we got a little puppeteer.
Mm-hmm.
Not working the strings, because you can't tie this little marionette down.
No.
And God forbid the day that you can, because I ain't no fucking shill. Not for Tim, not for anybody. Okay. But he just the little pull of the strings behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
I think we needed that fresh perspective. this is the thing about the people that interact with us is that they're never going to tell us that, hey, that bit was whack. And Tim's the guy. I want to hear it. I want to hear something's shit.
Absolutely.
You know?
Abso-fucking-lutely. I would rather know that what I'm doing is absolute dog shit than to keep doing it and then realizing, well, what the fuck?
Right enough. So, yeah. There's going to be some changes out there. This is the weird season. That's what I'm going to... The winter of weird.
Yeah.
That's when this thing started. Entering the winter of weird.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go into the summer of sin next. We're going all I'm feeling a bit raunchy. I'm feeling ready to go.
I mean, I dig it. I fucking dig it, man. Let's do some weird shit. Fuck it. Like, why not? Listen, knowing full well that producer Tim is also my big brother, and he probably knows way more about me than he ever needed to, thanks to this podcast.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of let that ship just set sail. It's on its course.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for like a good insert here. Can't we go back to before? You can't. Yeah, you can't. You can't. You know, some spaghettis you can't like unboil.
Nah.
And thank God for that, because I've enjoyed boiling the conversational spaghetti, so to speak. And you know, it's going to continue. I don't know how concise a conversation this is.
Mm-hmm.
So I can always hear him like slapping my wrist from beyond the console. Back Druid,
Stop it. No.
Stop it. Get your hands off the hors d'oeuvres, you little blighter. That's it. That's it. Yeah. But so much has changed over the course of season 3. I hope we're not, I hope we still have that, that glint in our eye. I feel it.
Yeah.
I feel it.
Every time I come out of a conversation with you or Tim about the pod, I feel excited. I feel like ready to go, kind of jazzed up, like, yeah, okay, let's do the thing. Like,
yeah, I know. We have those conversations, and I feel like we're gonna have some like content fucking moments. When people are talking about like creating shit, like that somewhere in the back of their mind they're going like, I'm gonna fucking rule the fucking world with this. I know it's not. But I know it's not true. I mean, like, you're literally just talking. Like, listener at home is just listening to us like talk about what we're doing right now. Like, look at it. If you feel that this isn't intellectually stimulating enough, then just imagine it's some kind of meta comedy that's happening.
Listen,
everyone fucking loves that. Like, I'm just doing a bit here. I'm playing Druid, talking about Druid. I don't know where the real me begins anymore. And that existential identity crisis that I'm having right now is only emboldened and worsened by the podcast.
Yeah.
So, let's keep it coming. Listen to me unravel.
Well, at time of recording, I just got back from Texas. And while I was down in Texas, I met up with some streamer friends and did some other things like the closest thing I took to a real day off in a long time, and I still spent some of it with streamer friends, but it's okay.
We love you, streamers.
We absolutely fucking wonderful people, but we talked about like days off and like all the shit that we do, and I forgot that like some of these people that I talk to on a daily basis don't know my government name. So like I gave one of them my phone number, and they were just like, "So what's your name?" And I was like, "Oh fuck, whoops, hi."
Right, yo,
like
Matrix names.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you gotta go to that party and it's Matrix names only.
Yep.
But yeah, have we doxed your name out on the podcast?
Tim has.
Tim has.
Yeah.
And yeah. So as soon as I say, "What's your name?" You go, "Wait, you don't listen to my podcast, you fucking man. You don't listen.
Wow.
You don't listen to every. You're telling me you don't listen to every like second of my podcast." You know, don't worry, it's not that long. It's just like watching all of Breaking Bad.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. Oh. I mean, it's not that hard to find my government name.
No.
But like it's one of those things where it's like, "Oh yeah, no, you would have no idea." Hi, here it is. Hello.
You see, that's strange because like, you know, that's not how life works. I can't imagine what it's like to occupy that space where people just that I'm like in the vicinity of people and I'm seeing them, you know, IRL, and they don't know that aspect of me. Yeah. Like they don't know that, like, kind of. Not saying like it all blurs into one,
right?
But like,
well,
I know the point I'm making. I don't think it's this guy can't get his fucking thoughts out properly. Let's give him a podcast.
I mean, you heard my open, so I don't. Yeah. I think people are kind of prepared for what this could be.
I honestly, I don't know why anyone's fucking listening.
Because we're funny and entertaining and yep. Let's just go with that.
I needed to hear that.
But I mean, like, it's one of those things where, like, when I went to St. Jude, like, we had the option of what our name tag said. And people were putting their government names, and I was like, no.
Government names?
And, like, I know, like, there are plenty of people that, like, I hang around with who know my government name from the stream space, but, like, I forget that I'm just so used to responding to both so interchangeably that I'm just like, oh yeah, that one is the one that's on all my on all of my documents. Okay. It's gonna make customs real interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you're just trying to get a loot crate over into the bag. Excuse me, miss. What's inside your bag? And that's the fun of it. I have no fucking idea.
I don't even know, man. You tell me. You're the one who gets to see it first. I need 150 coins first, though.
Yeah, it just goes through, and it's like a fucking Polywhirl vibrator.
Oh my god!
Excuse me, miss. Yeah, I'm going to dox your government name right now.
Okay.
It's Rusty Shackleford.
Rusty Shackleford.
Rusty Shackleford.
Dude, riding through Texas was fucking ridiculous.
No, you know, I noticed on the analytics that we got like a couple of Texas listeners popping up, and I was like, "Oh fuck, man!" Because I'm pretty sure that I have absolutely I've done Texan way too many times, and I was thinking, "Oh my god!" Like, you know what? What must people think when this like dickhead starts like coming up and thinking he's like, "Hey, buddy"?
I think I know who at least one of our Texas listeners are, and if it's who I think it is, they will think it's fantastic.
Oh, good.
Oh.
One of those Texans with a sense of humor.
Yes. So don't you worry.
Yeah, one of the dozen. No,
Yeah.
no, I'm joking. Yeah, I hear Austin's pretty cool.
Dude, Austin is so fucking cool. That's where I spent the weekend. I drove out into the middle of nowhere and took some photos. I went to a really cool spot, like a couple really cool breweries. I drank so much.
Woo, girl!
It was fantastic. It like just kind of taken some time away, and it made me like it. While I was sitting there thinking about the podcast and stuff, I was like, "God damn, I'm actually doing some cool shit. I just gotta fucking do it," because overwhelmed things.
Yeah. Just do the thing, right?
Yeah.
I think we've said that like a little bit over this season.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, just to like circle it back, like that's kind of why, you know, it's been a bit hectic getting episodes out because we're out doing shit.
Yeah.
So that's what the message is. We're finding out like how to work around just fucking actually doing things as opposed to before. Lived at my parents' house. But that's so cool. Yeah, going to Austin, getting drunk.
But like when I say that that's really the first time I've taken really any time off, it's not like yeah, I go and visit the family, but that is constant go. That is not like, oh, we're just sitting and chilling and cooking some food. No, it's like 3 hours of driving here, an hour of driving there. I'm going to see 12 people today. Like it was the closest thing I had to time off. I watched 3 movies in one day.
Oh, that's so good.
I haven't sat down and watched a full movie in so long. I watched 3 movies in one day before going out to meet people for drinks.
That's so good.
Like,
honestly,
who is she?
Honestly. You know, I don't know if people have noticed. I'm a big movie guy. I'll talk about movies all day. You know, if given the chance. And Tim reminded me of that fact that I will indeed talk about them all day, since he's trying to like edit that shit down. I get like, it's not just any old movie. Like I've got to watch like a movie I think is, you know, this is a good movie. I find if I don't do that, I get all like pissy. I'm like, oh, I've not watched a good fucking movie. So I can't even relate to that. I feel like I've got no time, but I've got time for that, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, that's I didn't have time or strong enough like upload speeds to do some of the things I wanted to do. Like the YouTube videos that went out while I was on my trip, uploaded overnight with my laptop in a drawer to keep the light from keeping my boss up all night. Like,
okay.
So like it took 7 hours and I was like, fuck, man. So like,
yeah, that's
there's,
serious.
you know, it's super slow. And so I was like, you know what? I woke up the one night at the hotel in Austin, the fire alarm went off at 10 to 8.
Oh, always fantastic.
And I was like, cool, let me like pull on enough clothes to be decent and throw on some shoes. And I go downstairs and the chick's on the phone and she's just like, I don't know why it's going off, but all I know is that there's not actually a fire, but I can't turn it off. I have to have someone else come turn it off. And so I heard that. So I went back upstairs and I was like, it's fine. People go back to bed. But then like I couldn't sleep. I wasn't meeting people until like 3 p.m. So I watched really shitty movies and it was great.
Yeah, I love that. I love that for you. Because just fucking unwind. Not that I'm here to criticize you in any way. You know, you unwind as much as you fucking like. You know, I'm not
right.
You know, fucking hell. So you know, you get you do a podcast, and then all of a sudden you're like, I know best.
Well, honestly, like the break made me turn around and come back into like, okay, it's time to do podcast stuff. It's time to do like it's time to like start tackling shit again.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
It feels good to feel a little bit re-energized, like.
Yeah, like I'm excited to start the next one.
Yeah.
More than I was to start this one. And that's not to say that I wasn't looking forward to it.
Right.
But I'm feeling it. So, you know, listener at home, take from that what you will. It could be that it's just more of this guy sounding like, my voice is a little hoarse.
Yeah.
So, you know, maybe you're finding me to be like nails on a chalkboard at the moment. Maybe you always find me to be nails on a chalkboard to you. It's kind of fucking smarmy, you know, drunk English guy. You know, and we've got Ginger here, a ball of delight, streamer extraordinaire, dulcet tones, anchor, rock, someone you can get behind.
I don't know about all that, but okay.
Well, I mean, when I say those things,
well,
you know,
thank fuck.
Although, you know, I'm going to dub that spiel you did at the start as the Declaration of Ginger Pendants.
God, dude, I don't know what the fuck happened. It's like I forgot how to like human, and I one take jaked it and said I don't care. Like,
look, it wasn't even that bad. I just wanted an excuse to say the Declaration of Ginger Pendants, you know, and me like bringing it back to that. And again, there's the marionette string. Tim's pulling me away. He's not even listening right now, and he's pulling me away. That's how like fucking. He's like a terror storm. This fella.
He's fantastic.
Ready to pod. Oh.
So guys, speaking of Tim, I'm gonna do what Tim would want us to do and talk about how the start of season 4. We're actually gonna stick with 10 episode seasons. And the start of season 4 will be kind of the real kickoff of that. But we're also gonna revamp the Patreon a little bit, and we've got some cool things percolating in there.
Yeah, we 100% do.
So there's gonna be some new things, some more chaos, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty excited.
Yeah.
Just the ideas that started to like the ideas that started to kind of like percolate just are going to produce, I think, some really fun, cool, interesting stuff. And it's, you know, the Patreon is going to get revamped. Hopefully we'll have some new merch potentially in the works by then. But I mean, we're trying to do the things as something that started as kind of like a drunken meme and joke that I just went along with. Like like it's done a lot more. Like it's a lot different than what I expected to like
100%. To be even talking about moving into doing like seasons, 4th season,
right?
like a set of 10, and that's something we're gonna stick to that. Whatever happens, you're gonna get 10 episodes.
Yeah.
And as you say, with the extra content, we're gonna make Patreon a whole lot more worthwhile.
Yeah.
Because we've let your dollars not go far enough for too long, so we're gonna make shit that people want to listen to. That's the whole goal now. We're gonna make stuff you want to listen to.
Yeah. So I'm pretty excited, and we've been brainstorming and doing a lot of different. We've got a lot of different ideas. I mean, our meeting the other day was what, 2.5, 3 hours? Yes,
it was. Very typical of any conversation we seem to have, by the way.
Listen.
It's not a dig. Not a dig. I'll talk about Parmesan for an hour if you like.
Ooh.
No. All right, carry on. Sorry.
No, you're fine. But like, that's the thing, is we want to make sure that the thing that my boss always talks about, it's providing value. Make sure that your dollars are like treated with the respect they deserve. But we're trying out some new things to improve quality, and we're just trying to do the stuff.
At the end of the day, it's just more of a reason to listen. More of a reason, it's just going to be like what you got, but better. So who can argue with that as a premise?
Yeah.
Shit getting better. More concise. Stuff you want to listen to. Merch. We're not selling out, okay? I can hear you already out there, the many, saying, Ginger, Druid, you fucking sellouts. No. We're just making better shit.
We're trying to make things better for you.
That's what I tell my students all the time. I'm here for your benefit. By the time you've listened to this, we've already had the conversation. Okay. So sorry, that was stupid.
Listen.
We've already, by the time you hear it, we've had the conversation, We know what we've said, right?
We know things. God damn it.
It's now up to you to fucking find out what it was that was said. See, I told you a bit of that meta. So disinterested.
Listen. Let's get meta, bitch. Let's get real meta. Fuck it. I don't care.
Yeah, here we go.
Season 4, the meta season.
Yeah. Oh my god, Ginger talks into the Spider-Verse. No.
Oh my god.
Yeah, wait till I tell everyone our first guess is Miles Morales. Coming into a vortex in the ceiling.
Oh my god. Honestly, at this point in my life, I'd just be like, some random weird bullshit is happening. Cool.
Yeah, just another day in content creation.
Yeah. I mean, just
where dreams come true, and then perish.
Yeah.
Then come back, played by a different actor.
Honestly, at this point, like, I said something while I was on this trip that, random bullshit happening while you travel. I should just be used to it by now, but I'm not. And that's okay, and it's fine. I always make it out to the other side. I always make it through. But also, I'm just like, can we stop for 5 seconds? Like, throughout my trip in Texas, the first day we get there, I'm like, that's a weird new bruise. I'm still finding new random weird bruises.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? But it's the same, like, for me, I treat that just like I found a new bruise. Well, that's a thing. Moving on. Like,
I found a new bruise. That'd be like a great, like, highly inappropriate kids book. Hey, I found a new bruise. Oh well, moving on. What do you do?
God damn it. Oh, fuck.
Look at you finding random bruises. Are you like Nikki Sixx?
Dude.
In the 80s. Like, what the fuck?
Like, I was at the store today and I got just this weird look from someone, besides the fact that I look how I look. Like, just walking and go, oh, that's new. And then just keep going. Like,
yeah. Oh, that's new. Yeah. I love that. I love the idea that you could have like an extra foot and look down and just be like, oh, well, that's new. And then it says, and then it just looks up at you and goes, hey, buddy, I wouldn't worry about it. And you just go, okay, and walk up.
Just big shrugs and just keep going with my life.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty... I don't know what that says about me.
It says that you are goal-orientated. You won't let anything get in your way.
Is this like a horoscope now?
Yeah. You are... Yeah, horoscope. I'll tell you what. Were you born in April? Let me guess. No, I'm just like, generally.
Oh.
Were you born in April? Well, I've got to tell you something, buddy. You are focused on achieving your goals. Me. Or you wish shit would happen for you faster. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You want to succeed in everything you do. Oh my god.
Whoa.
Oh my god. Hey, doesn't that sound like Frank? Doesn't that sound like Frank? Oh my god.
Oh my god. That sounds just like Terry. Oh my god, you would love Terry.
Yeah, he's such a Gemini.
Oh my god.
He's such a Gemini. Oh my god. What were we talking about?
Updates to the podcast for season 4.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Season 4 is going to be more concise, right?
So here's the thing. It will be like, it'll still have the same like chaos, like off-topic discussions, all that kind of stuff. but we're trying to rein in some of the tangents. We're trying.
Well, also, the links are there. Write in, let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know what you want to keep.
Absolutely.
What's in your backpack?
Yeah. And we want the show to be something that you guys enjoy listening to. So
exactly that. Because if it's not what we're doing,
sorry. My brain broke. My brain fucking broke.
I thought you just quit on me live on air, and that would have been the most punk rock that is not. It was all a lie.
This was all just a ruse, you fool.
You're like Houdini out at the end, tricking even me.
No, my brain has been just, you're having a concise thought, and it just stops.
No, I'm getting that. But this is what I'm saying. We're moving into more complex territory. This is just what this actually is. It's just social commentary around the fragmentation found in modern life.
Mm-hmm.
So it's look at this episode as more of a jazz piece.
Yeah. Sorry, brain tangent. I promise it'll be short. When I was sitting in the airport on the way back, there were multiple live musicians in the airport playing in restaurants. And it was so nice to have live people playing live music as entertainment in the airport.
I've never seen that.
It was so cool.
I have never seen that. I think it's just everything's better with that, right?
Uh-huh. It was
beguiling.
Just sitting there and listening to some dude pluck a guitar and sing, kind of folky country tunes, and just while sitting in a big airport. It was a nice moment. And you walking down through the airport, and there was even more of it. And it was just this I do appreciate, especially since all my flights got really fucking delayed. So
And now it's time for an ad break.
Hey, listeners, Ginger here. Just wanted to say thank you so much for listening to the podcast. We've really made an effort to try to up the quality of the podcast in all forms. And I just want to take a moment and say thank you. And a special thank you to our wonderful patrons over at our Patreon. If you'd like to support us and help us make even more improvements and make this podcast even better, please consider go checking out our Patreon, patreon.com/GingerTalks. We have a couple of different tiers where you can get priority access for guest questions, as well as hear episodes of Little Snaps, which is our Patreon exclusive, where we take stuff that's been cut out of the episode and put it out on Patreon just for you. If you would like to hear the first episode of Little Snaps, you can actually listen to it for free exactly where you're listening to this podcast right now. So thank you so much. And big thanks to our patrons. Without you, we wouldn't be able to do this.
Yeah. Don't you think that sounds like the folk singer, that's a really good hustle for smuggling weed across state lines?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, come on. If you're listening and you're in the position to do that, send me 10% for coming up with the idea.
I mean, it's it's wild. Like the amount of people that I know, and I'm going to be very, very careful about how I say some of this. The amount of people that I know who are just like, oh yeah, you can totally do X, Y, and Z. And I'm just like, maybe you can. I'm not risking it. I'm not getting caught.
Yeah, no chance. Sometimes in life you got to take a risk, but like not under the watchful eye of Uncle Sam. I don't think too often. If he's going to be a super bitch about it and take you 10 bag of weed and give you 20 years for it,
right?
Although that's very different here today. It's still,
I was about to ask if like you got caught with something, like how big of a deal it was.
It's completely based on like amount.
Really?
Yeah. So completely based on amount. I think, you know, a small amount of weed, you're going to get like a caution.
Oh, wow.
Like just like a yellow slip, take your name down, but you know, on your way, get rid of it, on your way.
Wow.
But you know, large amounts, you're gonna get arrested.
There's certain, like in Chicago where it's legal recreationally. They have boxes throughout the airport at O'Hare that are, hey, you know, you can put this, you know, dispose of your weed here, because if we catch you with it, you're going to jail. Like, if you made it, even if you made it through TSA with it, they can still stop you and randomly search you, and they have dogs and stuff. So, because people, it'll be legal there, and people will forget that they have it, and they're just like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, of course. So that's right. So that's how you get around, you know, a faux pas.
Yeah. But like in California, all of the airports in California I've flown through, they don't have that. It's just like,
right. How do they police that if you're driving?
So it's about the amount that you have on you, and like if you're someone who say works for a dispensary and you and you're transporting product from like one location to another, you have some papers and you have some like stuff, I'm sure, to be like, yes, I'm transporting this large amount of weed, but I'm doing it legally.
Right, okay.
But like do
they police you on state line?
No. So
you know, it's like Logan's Run, right?
Yeah. So if you can get from A to B and not get busted with it, okay. But if you so like if I were to like drive to Illinois and pick up like, I don't know, a couple packs of edibles and like some pre-rolls, and we don't consume them all in in Illinois, and I drive back and I have some in my car, if Iowa State Patrol pulls me over and they nab me with it, I'm subject to, depending on the amount, I'll be subject to trafficking. If it's like personal consumption amount, then it's just whatever they choose to do.
Okay.
But they don't have stops at every state line, and there's not enough police officers for that, just in general.
And thank God.
Yeah, it'd be miserable. But
and oh no, carry on, sorry.
As much as I fucking drive like across state lines to stop and have my car searched at every state line crossing, I would fucking jump off of a cliff. Right.
Yeah, imagine the lines.
Oh my God.
That'd be terrible. That'd be fucking terrible.
Yeah. So I mean, like, it's not like even some of the border crossings here in the States are a little bit more like in depth than others. But if you can get the shit here, as long as you don't do something stupid, you can pretty much take it anywhere.
Yeah, of course. And I remember Manhattan, nobody was watching that shit. But I think, is it legal there now? I don't know. Yeah, it wasn't legal there when I went. And nobody gives a shit. So
no. And I think there's a certain amount of like now, especially because it's illegal so many places, where TSA and CBP is just like, well, you know, I can see this is a personal consumption amount and you're not being fucking sketchy and weird about it. So sure, I'll just let it slide. Okay.
Yeah, I you know, honestly, I've never been torn up by the law at all for weed. So I mean, I just don't even know.
Yeah,
don't even know what they would do. So it
depends on the officer too. Like, I know some cops who are just like, I will strongly suggest that they get rid of whatever they have, but also I'm not going to, like, if a kid has a joint, I'm not going to, you know, take him down to the station and fuck the rest of his life up.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, fair enough.
So, like, I know some cops who are like that, and I know some cops who are just like, no, anything illegal at all, you're fucked. And I'm like, well...
yeah, I mean, in theory, that is what they're meant to be like. But, like, I'm not... Yeah, come on.
Yeah. So... digressing from all of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
We're
Wait, can you just hold that thought 1 second?
Yes.
This is like Tim's time because I really need the bathroom. Right. Okay, 1 sec.
Okay.
Oh, I lost you again for a sec. Sorry.
Oh geez.
Yeah.
That might be the sign to wrap it, so.
Cool.
But yeah, all of that chaos and distraction to say is, you know, this season, thank you for bearing with us this season. And we are hoping to get some cool new stuff and some consistency back into the schedule, and, you know, revamp the Patreon, get some new merch out for you guys, you know, all those kinds of things. And we appreciate it. Yeah.
A new day dawns.
Yes. So, this kind of concludes season 3. We're going to be taking probably a couple weeks break, and there should be new episodes up pretty quick. So keep your eyes and ears out, and thank you guys. Seriously, we appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks so much. It means the world.
Yes. So with that, we'll see you guys in the next episode, the first episode of season 4.
Can't believe you're saying that. Here we go.
I know.
Here we go.
So, all right. With that, see you guys.
Au revoir.